Hello and welcome back to the Fide World Chess Championship match. This is the match 12 between Ding and Gukesh. This is my favorite game throughout the competition. Ding had the white pieces and Ding wins with an accuracy of 97.2 while Gukesh has an accuracy of 87.9. Now the game is a very brilliant game because if Ding doesn't win this game, it was gonna be an end for Ding and Gukesh. We would have won the championship. So Ding had to win this match and he had a lot of pressure to win. So he decided to go with the English opening. The game starts with a very good opening. It's very solid for white, you see. And now here, I'll discuss this further in the game analysis. But here, if you see, the engine suggests black to, move on the pieces, like such as, develop the bishop and stuff. Black just doesn't go for developing the pieces. Instead, black stays and tries to make the position more complicated. What the engine suggests was that you should open up the position and attack more and make this position bit of a balanced and open to play. But instead what Gukesh did was make the position worse for himself, because by the end, you see Gukesh has not traded enough and all the pieces are in favor because white has all the pieces on the board and he's just developing all the pieces. He has a better position. He's having a sort of fortress here. So the game continues here, and then we see the knight being a major threat here, and then this is a blunder by Gukesh. So the point here is, if he takes, you take, you have a queen on board again, and you have a better position because this pawn here, the queen can't take the pawn either. So you have another queen on making as well, and white is just winning. If the queen does this instead, still it's a winning position for white because after you take it, you have discovered check. You can just go on, still be better, promote your queen. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. And now we have a very bad position for Gukesh. Even after he moves the rook, you have a very bad position. And this is what happens because now the rook is here, and you can see it's very obvious. He gives a check, and now you're just losing because it's gonna go towards a checkmate, and this is how the game ends. The engine suggests moves throughout the game for black to push the game and attack and take some pieces, not to make this more like a fortress, but Gukesh just makes it a very tough spot to play in for himself, and that results in a very bad position for him at the end. Let's head towards the game analysis. So early on, the game is really balanced for both the players, but then Gukesh starts to, not go for the push, taking pieces and stuff, opening diagonals. He doesn't go for it. By move 10 even, you can see how underdeveloped the pieces are for black. We can only see development by white, so that's a major thing to understand. And the game continues. We see a very brilliant move by Ding. He moves the pawn to a3 with the idea that this can stop knight from coming on this square. Also, the bishop, it stops the early attack by the bishop as well. So it's a very good move. I think he could have done it at move 10 as well, because I was really tensed when I was watching the match because this opens a file for both. So I was hoping if he found that move here. Instead he went for castling first, which is okay, not bad. And one of the thing was he thought for the move a3 for around 17 minutes. Now that's a lot of time to take for such a move, but okay. The game continues, and this is a very good move. He moves the king to the protection from any bishop attacks. Even if this bishop is here and he's aiming for coming here, you've got a very good defense. You've got a very good defense for all the squares here. You can see it's very well defended. You have a bishop as well here. You have one bishop here, so it's a very good fortress made by Ding. I must applaud this. It's a very good defense. So the game continues. And here at this time, we see knight to f4. This is a brilliant move because if you take, you lose the bishop and you have two bishops. And in the English opening, the way he opened, you would love the bishops to be in the game because his knights aren't really active and he has only one bishop left, which is on the opposite colored diagonal compared to the king, so not a threat anymore. And here he allows the opponent to, sort of go in an advantage here. Even before, when he moves this pawn, he could go here. That guarantees you the rook. I don't know why did he not go for it. He said, I wasn't calculating this move, even though it's very obvious, but he says, no, I wasn't calculating this move. Instead, I was just going for what I thought and what I calculated. I wanted to go for that, and it's completely normal. I mean, at the end, he won, so he was thinking quite straight this game. He had a very confident body language as well in the game. And coming by the end, I guess the biggest blunder by Gukesh was when he moves the pieces, attacking the white squares, when he moves the pieces to attack the white center. Maybe that's when he loses because, I mean, you don't want to risk it now. I mean, he could have taken the center in the starting moves when we were at move 10, 12. You can see how bad of a position it is. White has the majority of the center. The game was showing it's a balanced game, but here, it already starts to get out of the hand. Throughout the game, even if it shows that it's a balanced game, it's very easy to play as white and really hard to play as black. So that was the whole purpose. He did not open really good. Gukesh had a lot of issues then because of the opening choice, the way he poorly placed his pieces on the squares. In the end, he was just moving his queen and rook and coming in to attack the king. That's how bad the situation got by the end. He was just forcing himself, trying everything he could to avoid any chances for white to play. You can see what a structure it is for white pieces. They're all lined up in a very great position. Ding moves queen to e3. We see knight to c2. We see bishop d6. And this is a blunder because that permits the rook here. And now you're losing because the queen gives a check. You have to move the king. Take. You can't take the queen. You have two queens on the board, and now you're losing. And so that's why he just resigns. Gukesh resigns after this move over here. So I hope you liked the video and the analysis. This was a very good match. I even enjoyed recapping this match. I'll see you in the next video, probably telling you who won the match. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till that, take care. Goodbye.